Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Here's the new Champions video that we've been waiting for. I've seen a lot of new setups from Saadhak or FNS or other Viper mains, especially Zest. So I really hope you will enjoy this video. It took me a long time to make it, so I hope you do me a favor and like or subscribe to my channel if it's not already done. Well, let's not lose any more time and let's go straight into it.
Concerning here for the RX early on.
And here's the first real fight towards this. We saw the amount of utility invested before from Loud, but this time there's bodies behind this, but Tui's is still up to the challenge, up to the fight. Aspas by his side. Stack's the only one to draw blood so far for DRX in this round. Tui's falls! And now we're starting to see a little bit of a fight back from DRX, digging their heels in here, trying to tame Loud just a little.
As you can see, this setup is pretty cool. I did it so many times in prac with my team and also in ranked games, and honestly it like blocks so many information from the enemy team and gives you a lot of space to play. And to be honest, it's really good because it allows only you to be seen from there and not from the other guy speaking. So the only guy who came here is the only guy that can fight you. It's really easy to make the walls and the smoke. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So you come before the game starts. I will show you how it looks like. So before the game starts, you just come around here. You come around this area and you just watch on the minimap for the wall to cross this, and this, okay? So you just do a wall like this. Afterwards, you just put yourself in this corner and you watch the circle of the door and just go down in the middle here, nothing hard. And just throw the smoke and it gives you the perfect smoke. So after doing that, you can either activate only the smoke and you can take space like this without being seen. Or you can activate both if they took control before anything. So you can take space here, put some people up here or whatever you want to do, then drop down the wall and take some space. That's one of the things you can do, and that's one of the things I really love about the wall. Even after doing that, if you want to do it differently, you can just activate the smoke first, cross, activate the wall and drop down the smoke. You have all that space, you can wall down and clear that corner. That's another thing you can do. Afterwards, I suggest you to take back your smoke, because that's always what they do when they took that control. They took back the smoke, and usually they throw a smoke in stairs. They either simply throw it or just like have a lineup for it, but you don't really need one. After you did that, you can activate both if you want, and simply cross slowly and take space. Either here you get into this area, you drop down the smoke and try to take a timing, or you double peek with your team side. That's why this wall is so good and I really love it. I think if you watch Champions, you've seen that wall many times, and I suggest you to really try it. Trust me, it's worth it. One other thing I wanted to show about the setup is how quickly it can take space on A side. As you will see in this clip, pay attention that the team in attacker side will try to take C control, but the enemy team in defender side start taking back the control of C, so they're fighting with an Omen smoke. That is the timing that is set for Viper to take space on A. You will see that whenever the enemy team will do a flash of Omen on C, whenever they do that, you can see the Viper rotating on A quickly to take space towards A with the setup he did. So pay attention to what's happening on C, and at the same time what Viper is doing on A. I will try to show you with the minimap, but this is what is important here. And also you will see that he takes back the smoke, as I just said, and will throw it to stairs.
Claw their way back into this early deficit. Two key ultimates I was mentioning previously, Showstopper and Lockdown, now available for DRX.
Not going to note the players postured up here. That's three of them. You can see the intent. They're trying to make the most of this, pressure them down. Aspas can close the gap. He's trying to buzz, makes a move, but he can't get away. Mid-air blown up, brought back down to earth.
I think Buzz actually popped his Showstopper as well there, so...
Wasn't sure if that was the... Ooh.
I believe he did. We'll to get a chance to look. Oh, still available for Loud though. Kawanzine, Tui's and Aspas. Sack's still sitting on the night.
Here, as you've seen on the minimap, Saadhak is using a wall for C side instead of A or towards A, and I really think it can be a really great wall to hold side and also retake C side. I really like it, and I will show you how to do that wall. It needs to be specific. I give you a little lineup to do it, because otherwise it's not on the edge fully and it doesn't cover everything. So what you're gonna do is coming here in this corner, and you see there's like little things like that. You're just gonna aim on the second. So you come here, you put the green circle on the second one like this. When the game starts, you will see that the wall covers like this, the top, the bottom right, and backside. So if they're mount, you're trying to defuse, they don't see you, and you have a really great thing to hold side. If they took backside, they would be afraid to cross it, and also to retake and take space and then wall down if you want to cross or whatever. And I really think this is one of the best wall for C sides to retake and hold the side. And also it's really great for whoever is playing B. Just be careful that you might have a little gap here. So you need to be aware of this. Saadhak, after doing that wall, is going towards A side and is doing a smoke that counters a bit the wall lurk of Viper. He's coming here and putting a smoke in the middle. It allows people that are on side to hold the side if they are pushing, and also allows you to get a good smoke for a good retake. And also counter the wall, because with that smoke they will be afraid to go on site and will more likely go there, and you have protection. Anyway, after that they were fighting A, as you've seen, and he was doing a lineup for Rebel. It's really easy to do. You're just gonna come in this corner. You can see that there's the Lotus flower here, and just put on the edge of it a single left click while you are crouching, and you will see that the snake bite goes like this and takes everything. It's a really great snake bite to deny any TPs, dash or satchel for Raze, Jet or Omen. So it's really great. Again, so easy to do. You just crouch and you watch the edge of the flower Lotus like this. You just throw, and it goes like that. It's pretty good and pretty easy to do. So whoever wants to fight for A side control, you can use that snake bite and fight with your team afterwards.
Not working for, hang on, Arby's got all the way into the back lines here. Saadhak, none the wiser to the possibility.
As you've seen on this clip, you can see Zest ulting A side in a way that he's holding from 3 and aiming for the plant. I really enjoy doing another ult, and I'm gonna show you why it's better. I'm gonna first show you the one Zest did. So he came here, he did an ult like this. Okay? So it lets him place around this area, have that side control. You can see the ult is covering like this. Then you have to get out to get back in. And here, the enemies can go like in this ult like this. This is how the ult looked like, okay? And personally, I prefer using this ult instead. So what you're gonna do is come here in that corner, just watch the corner, whatever you want, and just press ult. It's easy as that. You can see that it gives the same space in 3. You still have your way to get cover here and hold if you'd like. But also, if you want to play around this area, you have all the space to play around like this. So you have that space, you don't have to go out anymore. And also, here, it cuts off the N3 totally. So it looks like this. It's pretty cool. And I really think this ult is a lot better. So if you don't know which ult to do on A side, I suggest you to do this one.
They close the account on map 1. Does DRX have something to say about this? Get pacey off the start. Buzz going to get himself into the thick of things. Not alone, but Marco's going to have to make his mind up here. He's in a little bit of danger. Taken down quite low here, and Saadhak looking to maybe counter. So
as you seen from Saadhak, he's using a snakebite that goes on top of Rebel and deny the space there from Marco, who has to go down because of the snakebite damage, etc. I really love that play. As you guys know, whenever you're in rank or in a team play, you always have a Raze or an Omen taking the top of Rebel, and it's a really powerful position, so they have to do that. So to deny that space, all you have to do is come here, aim on the gray part between the green and the wall. Just put the crosshair there. I will show you better when the wall is down. So the gray part here, you just have to do a simple left click and the snakebite goes on top here. Nobody will be able to stay up there and will have to go down. So it's a really powerful snakebite if you want to use it at the beginning of the round. If you want to help your team and go on C, so let's say you let the people going on A and you go on C, what you can do is doing the snakebite from here. You can see the top of the roof here, the corner. You're gonna put the line between the snakebite and the wall and the smoke. Say the line like this, the right side of it, and just do a simple left click, and you will see that the snakebite goes perfectly on top of Rebel 2. That's really cool, and I think it can help you a lot alongside the setup I just showed before.
Okay, let's see what we have in front of us. I am very interested in the quality of game we're going to be seeing from both sides to an extent, right? NRG, high expectations, want to see very much a dominant performance here. But what sort of resilience can Billy provide here? Is there something...
As you guys have seen, it's probably the only wall we've seen towards C that is really new. As an attacker side, of course, because almost of the time, they're just doing walls on different walls on A or B or whatever, but I've never seen a new wall like this on C, and honestly it's pretty good. So what he does is coming in this corner, he's watching the minimap and putting in the corner here. I don't know if you can see it, right? And just do this. After that, he's just putting a smoke like this. You might wonder why he's putting a smoke this way. Well, it's really simple to explain. So while the smoke is up, the enemy team who's watching from there, like shoulder or whatever shooting, doesn't have any info how much people is behind that smoke. He can be alone, he can be the wall, they can be the wall team, he doesn't know, so he cannot tell his teammates to rotate over towards him, so he's alone. So after he's putting up the smoke, FNS asks for the flash of crashes, flashing out, the wall is up, so they have only to care about the entry here and the top. Then you see FNS clearing the corner here and there, then they're going on side. And you can see how it splits the side here and here. And I really like this wall as a post-plant wall. Let's say you just got your plant, you planted, and the team has to retake the site. Well, it's a really good wall to hold the retake, because you can take a lot of position. Let's say you wall up, nobody can see you from Cascade, you put someone here that watch this cross, or here, whatever, and you put someone else here that just watch this cross instead. So you protect the guy on site. It's a really powerful wall to allows you to have better control of C side when they try to retake it. But be careful, because it's a closed area, they can always nade, snakebite, flash, so you have to be careful with which agent the enemy team is playing. But I really like this wall and I can't wait to try it. Well, here I don't have much to show, it's only in the minimap. Because they didn't really make a play with it, but honestly it's a really good wall, I think, in the work at least. He was putting himself here and cutting this to Rebel like this. So this wall allows to counter the other setup we've seen with the wall like this and the smoke there. It counters because you have a deeper control like this. If you want to play around, if you want to cut on this, you can just flash out here, flash out there, and you also have a deeper control of A main if you let someone playing here. And I think it's also can be good for a retake on B. So let's say they took B side control, one on A wants to take from doors, so you can activate your wall, take space here, then drop down the wall and see what's behind. Or also if the enemy team is playing in a retake and you are coming from city or top, and the enemy team took control of this, you can simply wall up and try to take space here, just cover this corner and take space there. If they are playing out, you can just let someone there and just try to defuse. I think there's many ways to use that wall, and I think it's pretty interesting, so I still wanted to show it. Okay, so I guess I lied. There was a second attacker wall other than FNS that I forgot, that I just showed back now. It was from Saadhak. It was allowed against Fnatic, and this wall was made from Saadhak. And it's a different wall than FNS, because here he's doing it to deny the info only with the wall and not with plus the smoke, you know? So that's why it's different. And also he only used it once. It was during the eco round, I mean the pistol round I haven't seen it afterwards. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. How to do it, it's pretty simple. You come in this corner instead of this one, and you have to cut this corner here, like this. So when the round starts, the enemy team here cannot have any info. They don't know if there's anyone unless they have a reveal or whatever. And if they want to take space, the enemy team here can just come there, drop down the wall, flash the other way, and have like some control to shoot. And I think it's a pretty good wall to use.
And then one towards those vents, you can see it already. Zest waiting poised. It's RB to draw first blood though. Less gonna go down. Zest eats the flash, but how is he alive? How is he alive? How is he alive? How is he still standing?
Well, now as you've seen, we on split and I changed shirt. It's because we're another day. I was too tired to continue. So if that bothered you, well, now you know why. Anyway, there was two ways to make that wall. As you've seen, he was really lucky the way he played and got the triple kill. But you can see how annoying it is for the enemy team to play against that wall. It's pretty easy to do. If you plan to play around vent or ramp, what you can do is come in this corner, watch the N3 of A side, and just put your wall this way. So like you have the cover on ramp. I will not activate it because I need to show you something after. Well, you have the cover here, and on ramp it's like it's the same wall. Okay. Then otherwise, what you can do is do it from top here, same thing. You come here and you do a wall that goes like this. Okay. Then you go around mid, and you can do a simple smoke. For this, you're gonna go in this corner. You're gonna watch this area here, this corner, and just do a simple left click to put a really good smoke mid, like this. It's the smoke and the setup they always do. So this is what you can do. You can rotate B to A freely, faster, and you have the wall to help you. If you want to see from your eyes how to do the wall from stairs, it's pretty easy. As I said, you come here, you watch ramp like that, you press, and you see how the wall looks like. You can hide like Zest did, come here, and also you see how it defends the side. It's pretty good, and I think you should definitely use it.
A shame to not see it go the distance, but what I mean, if Lau can close out with 4, that would be spectacular in its own right. Mike, where's your mind right now coming into this?
I mean, I do want to see the adjustments built around less on the Killjoy here, how well they can actually, I guess, employ this to be able to anchor one side or the other and really take the fight to DRX. Yes, on the defense, but historically, that's what's looked great for Loud on split.
DRX was so deep on the site already. This is a freebie.
I mean, this was Loud invested towards a trap play elsewhere on the map, so it'll be a full 5v5 in the post plant here.
That's dreamy for them. You can ask for a better beginning. A bit of util left as well. Buzz goes pain shell too.
But because it was a trap play elsewhere, tons of utility available for Loud on the retake.
And that's going to punish the players on the back of the side. 2 of them caught there. Nice little bit of stall from the Nano Swarm coming in from RB, but how much more can they hold? They've at least navigated away that first layer of the util put in to facilitate this pushback through. They're clearing through the site now, but they have not cleared the back of the site. Zest still going to get away with daylight robbery. Buzz is there as well, but the trade's going to be coming back and forth. Tui's still standing. Buzz, how is he evading this? How is he still alive? Finally goes down, and it's Cowanzine and Tui's in a 2v2 against Marco and Stacks, but look at the time. You can hear it ticking. Cowanzine, he does no more. He can do no more. The time has run away. They made it competitive, but it just wasn't close enough.
This is probably by far the best execute I've seen with a Viper setup for the team, and it's honestly the setup I love the most, okay, for split. So what Zest does is coming here first and doing a wall that cuts the info from ramp and A and 3. So you have to do it like this, okay? Once you did that, you're gonna go towards B and you're gonna do the smoke like he did. You're just gonna go under this white line here. You go under, and you see this box, this like 4 circle. You watch the top right. There's a top right white circle of your HUD like this. And then you just do a simple left click and see the smoke goes like this, bounce, and comes back here. This gives you the perfect smoke. Now you get in, and what they do is the Sky flash here, Omen flash under. He takes back the smoke, they push, with the Omen smoke that blinds here and here, plus a smoke on top to be fully covered. So they have wall control on site, and afterwards he took back the smoke to put the smoke around here. And as you see in the clip, he took so much control with only that smoke that to hold the post plant. Loud was doing a setup where they stand backside and do a shock, an aftershock, then take space on the right because they couldn't push here because of that Viper smoke. That Viper smoke is honestly so strong because you can have like so many angles to hold it and play backside freely. Just wait for them to go outside. You put someone in main so that it covers you from the back. And honestly, I just loved watching that that execute on B. So I hope somehow, probably not in your Raion game, but in your team, with your team in Premiere or whatever, you will have the ability to pull it out. I would love to see it, so if you did one day, just show it to me. Let's go on the next setup.
Coming through, Bulldogs, a Guardian, the Blade Storm here for Ardis. It has to start now, Lauren.
Okay.
If Billy hit 12, you got to argue with the way they've been.
Fine for now, but here comes that explosion. Why is he going to dive on in head first and try and find Som? He's got him. Gateway open, but FNS clutching onto this. Desperate to hold on, and Victor's by his side. They're not giving up yet. Biak's still standing there with a 1v1. And out of everyone, it's CROSSHAIR.
Here, there's two things I loved from both teams. First is the unusual setup that you see in Pro. The lurk push wall from BLG, which was from here, so you just come around this area and you do a wall like this that cuts off stairs, and then you come here between that line and this line and you watch this second square, like intersection, with the right the left, sorry, like this left point. Then you just do simple left click and you will see that the smoke lands here and gives you a perfect control of backside plus wall. You can clear backside like this while still being covered. So this was the game plan of BLG. As you've seen on the minimap, the second the guy from BLG did this wall, FNS went in backside and did a retake wall that counters the wall from BLG. So he came here and you do a wall like this. He did the wall more to hit the box, but I prefer honestly using a wall that gets heaven like this and heaven here. Well, it's my opinion, but you do what you want. It's this wall, let's get like this, heaven like this here, and like this mid. So this is a really good wall to play retake, and as you've seen in the clip, you can watch it back. You can see at the end that Victor took advantage of FNS wall, like this, took the timing to come here, the guy goes out, he killed him, the wall goes down, he killed the other guy here, I think, or the other guy here. Well, it helped them so much, that wall, and countered them so much, so that was a good reaction from FNS, and also a really good wall if you plan to retake a B side sometimes. This time it is a screenshot because I haven't seen any play with that wall, but I found the wall really interesting and I think I had to point it out. So the way he made it was to come in that corner in ramp and watch this corner in mid, like this. You need to cut this box and this corner, okay? So like this. So why is it good? For me, it's really good because you can use that wall to retake ramp. You can isolate the player here, put someone here and here, wall down, and get the control of ramp to retake A side, okay? Or even to just hold the push from ramp. Then it's also good if you plan to make a play mid. So let's say you use that wall, you can do a play mid. If you have a sky, you come around here, you just flash out, you swing, and you clear those corners, and you can even get deeper if you'd like, and have full control of mid. You can do pretty much a lot of things here with that wall. Here I let the space. I think it's even better if you go a bit more on the left to do the wall better, like this. I think it's probably a lot better that you cut the box off so they cannot get into that corner. So yeah, you can do a wall like that. I think it's pretty good to try it, and also good to hold mid, so why not? Well, here it was a screenshot again, but this is a wall I already talked about, but this time it's quite different. It's quite different because it's more used even more to retake site than to hold the push. So let me explain myself. Usually when I do a wall that cuts A, I'm putting myself in the corner, watch the letter down right, and just do a wall like this, okay? So I'm using a wall, it's pretty good to retake site if they took control of it, or to hold. And also it's really good here because you can stop any fast push from the enemy team. They will be scared to cross it. You can add a snake bite to it and they will not cross it. Here, they did it differently. I think it was Davai who did that. He just came in that corner, and this time he like put the wall here that blocks plus the N3. So it looks like this. It blocks the push to A main, and it's good also to retake. You get protection from here, and from here. So you don't have to use the wall plus a smoke to retake the site afterwards. So I think it's pretty good variation from this, and also good if you plan to retake also from ramp. So you can clear these corners, get the wall down, get close, and wall down to kill the guy who's in that corner. So I think it's a pretty, maybe better wall than I was doing. I think it's just more retake than hold. This is the difference. But I think you can find the use of it, so be free to use it. I think it also can be a really good wall to do.
Satchels, just damage instantly onto Sugetsu.
The utility's optional.
Well, you've seen in that round that the wall from hookah and long is quite different from what we are used to see. Even though we've seen it already before, but I'm still gonna show it to you. So it's pretty easy to do. You're just gonna come here, watch the start of hookah here, and just put the wall in that corner, like this. So it covers you from long, it covers you to retake hookah and hold a bigger part of hookah. And also you can hold this if you'd like, or at the start of the round, take that space and play around it. You can do many things with that wall, just be creative. Then I saw him using a smoke like this, but I don't suggest you to do that one. I really don't like it. I think he didn't have the time, or he just wanted to do something special, but I really don't like this wall, the smoke. What you will do is do more likely a smoke this way that is a bit deeper. And then you have a bigger control, so we'll have to check this corner, this corner. You can also hold to the push by doing a snake bite like he did. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're playing on B, you can have like some control, hookah, long, like this, and I think it's pretty good. So it's been the first round, Navi, DRX, and we already see two different walls that we don't really usually see. So I was pretty happy about it. I don't remember who was who. I just watched the clip, but I forgot. So I'm sorry about that. But there was one wall that comes from here. You have to stand in that corner and have to hit that box like this and hit this corner here. Okay. So you can see how it goes. You can cross here and not being seen, but they have to hold you from there. So that's why the other Viper is playing here, just to hold short and be sure nobody is crossing it. It's also good if someone from the enemy team comes here. They have a really good control with that wall to make pressure on Shower. That's why you have Sage holding like this to have some info. And what I loved about that is that the enemy Viper reacted somehow, I think, because we don't see the start of the round, and he does a wall that comes from here. Well, it's the start of the round, so he doesn't get TP. I will do the same, otherwise I will be in the TP. So yeah, he comes like this, more like this, and he's cutting Shower here and short, so it goes like this, up. And that counters the wall from short, and also allows you to have some control in lamp. So you can either do that wall or play retake on B and using that wall that we've seen many times, and does the same job in Shower. So it covers and have a good retake wall for the side, and do the same job in Shower here. So it's pretty much what you can do against that kind of wall. And honestly, I really like the other wall as the attacker side. Just we don't really see the use of it. It just like makes some of pressure, I would say. But we've never seen any team really using it as a lurk, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's go to the next part. Well, we are on Ascent. There's a few things to show, not that much, so I'm gonna be quick. But I've seen that wall from Les. I think it was from Les. The wall on Eco, and honestly, this wall is the first time I see it, and I think it can be useful. I'm gonna show you a little trick you can do with it. So he came into that corner, then he had to cut off this angle, so like this. You can see it's blocking B and 3 and mid. But what I like about it is that you can put literally someone here to watch like this. And you can see there is a gap in the wall. And look at this. You see how the wall split? I think the enemy team will never think of it. There could be someone behind that wall. It's so tricky. And bro, I think you guys see it coming. It can be really something funny to try.
Have a response here in round 15.
Given that rifle again.
Well, here you've seen what happened on the minimap. This time he's using a retake wall on B side and then takes control of B main because there are two. I will explain you why. Okay, first he goes into that corner, block the N3 here on the left like this, and have all that space to retake B side or to hold and help the guy on side to just cover at least stairs so that he can focus on everything else. But he's just doing that wall, and because there are two on side with Fate, what they do is take control of B main. To do that, they just do a prowler that goes here. The prowler spot nothing, so he just put a smoke here and have a deep control of B main, okay? So that's pretty good, and I suggest you to do that when you have nothing else to do with your utilities. Then here, it's different when he's playing alone on side. He's not going deep, and he's maybe not using that wall. So let me explain. You can watch the VOD of that game if you want, or just trust me, but most of the time if he's playing alone on B, he's not doing one way or stuff like that. He just come when the round starts, do a deep smoke, not that deep, a deep smoke like that, and it's just having full control of B main. And maybe he's using that wall if he feels like they're coming. Otherwise, he's gonna use a wall for A, or that controls something else, depending on how the enemy team is pushing anywhere on the map. Okay.
He uses that cove to play off that angle through market, things like that. Kiwi with the sheriff. We've already seen him do some serious work with it already. Let's see if Foot can find themselves another Thrifty.
Something is going to be noted, and he just swings out to take down Mr. Fall, and the blind is still through there on the Maj as well. Something comes away with two. Empress not pops is not needed. Knows that they're going to be going in against the ladder by, and now he's got himself a third. He's looking for the fourth, and something is on for the ace. Dismisses forward. He's on the hunt. He's looking for him. And Kiwi tucked into the corner. Can he shut it down? Can he deny it away? No, he cannot. As something will electrify the crowd.
Well, you've probably seen anyway that amazing ace from something, but you probably don't know why it was so good for him, that Viper wall. First of all, this wall allows you to have a lot of control from A side. The round starts, you just cross, do a snake bite like this so they cannot cross, and you have control of this area. And you kind of blocks them in that area, okay, in that part. They are also afraid to play here or to help anyone on mid. You've seen that Killjoy crossed mid, but the rest of the team couldn't help. So here, they played mid, he killed the guy short, then swing and killed the Killjoy that was still flash from the Reyna flash. But after that, you've seen that the wall team behind couldn't help because the Viper wall was activated. Whilst he killed the Killjoy, the Viper wall was down, so he decided to push, killed the KO here, sorry, then killed the Omen, and then the Viper was still up, so it protects him to from some corners and clear the others. Then the Viper wall goes down, he has to clear and just heal the guy here. So it's a pretty good wall to have some control of that part of the map. and I think you have to give it a try, especially in eco rounds. I like to do it, but well, you can do it whenever you want when you feel they're coming to A. It's pretty powerful wall, and also allows you to retake A side and have cover from A main.
Viper from Loud, and we actually saw Team Liquid face NRG's Harbor Viper at Tokyo, and they did okay, but ended up losing on this specific map.
We'll see how they do here. It's been so highly anticipated. So many conversations around why move away from composition like this. We'll see what the defense can do.
What is this? What is this? They're pushing back through Garage after taking C.
But they've left Nat. And they have no idea he's here.
I mean, the mind games are going crazy right now. They're going around the world back towards A, from C to A.
What a good start already.
There's nobody there either.
Nat's not able to find any value. Les cleans him up.
They've given him time to reset here. Aspas is already back in time to spot this hit coming in.
Tui's is coming through as well. He has 2 cascades he can still play with, but they've lost the sight. Try to save those for retake utility. Spike goes down. Liquid in control.
And the thing is, they still have 2 cascades here to really deal with, and they also have that Viper orb on site. So while it looks like there's no util from Loud, there is plenty to cut up the space.
The second one went right over the first. You see the paranoia coming out from Liquid to try to buy some time. Redgar repositioning, playing up close. Nothing but a classic, nothing but damage found. But Loud on the counter punch. Get the pistol.
Well, that was long. It's because I wanted to show everything from that gameplay, because there was a lot that Viper did here without knowing, or maybe without realizing. That wall made them rotate so much because they couldn't clear backside because that wall controls so much. Okay, to do it, it's pretty easy. You're just gonna come here, and we'll take this so easier. And you see this, you just put the green circle on it, like this. It's gonna cut long here, cut garage like this, and also the entry of garage like this. Okay, so it's pretty much what you need to do, and it's really good because it allows you to have control of backside, and so the enemy team is scared to cross it, and you can also use it as a retake C side. That's why Team Liquid rotated back. But as you've seen, it's not only that wall that he did, that Saadhak did. He also threw a smoke here, and man, this smoke is so good. It's similar as I've showed it in my last video on how to use your Viper smoke. You can use a Viper smoke gen, which do almost the same job as the wall, but in better. And this is the same. You cover all short and the part of long, and you can play around it. If you're playing on A, it's a really powerful smoke, because enemy will be afraid to cross it, because they have to watch this, backside, city, heaven. There's a lot of angles. And this, as you've seen, was a big help, because they used a harbor wall like this, plus Viper smoke here, so they isolate all the space here, and Redgar was alone stuck in that corner, and they had a free kill on him, and then cleared the other people when the wall and smoke goes down. So that's a really big work from Saadhak here, without even doing a kill or whatever. Just the wall and the smoke is doing so much that I suggest you to really try this setup, because it's really great.
A little bit of a different Viper wall coming out here from Saadhak on defense.
Well, you've heard it and you've seen it. The wall from Saadhak this time is different, and the placement from the people is different. This time, you have the setup of Killjoy that is deeper, having a turret here that takes control here, and some info on C side. This time it's different because instead of covering garage like this, it covers B to window to platform. Okay, so they go like this, and the walls start at the start of platform here. I cannot ping it. Like this. So it covers the entry of B side. It covers the window, so you can actually just go back here, get some retake on window, on garage, and also covers the wall of C side if you need a retake or whatever else you need. And it's pretty good wall in my opinion. And again, the same thing, you can use a Viper smoke here, or do whatever you want with it, but I think this smoke is pretty much the best to do.
Maka was full stunned in that situation. Zest is fast!
Again! Can Zest be the hero for DRX once more?
Just gets the kill and backs off. Playing this very well, but here's the freeze from Billy. Can they find any way to maybe TP it on the other side? Maybe, if Bianco's aggressive.
But you leave him here by himself? No, they're gonna dig their heels in, at least I thought, towards C. A reposition to play down long.
Bianc thinks he can play. Yeah, they're playing away from the Killjoy lockdown.
Oh, he's got 2 shocks too.
Oh, where's he?
Rin, where are you headed?
Remember, K-Knight on Lotus was so good at finding the proper spots,
This
but
is so safe.
he's not even using it through B. Too scared. It's not planted for long, remember, but actually putting that threat in their head.
It is, and he's got shocks, but he's not using them. He's just going to try to spam through, and RB's going to be able to hold it the whole way. There was not enough.
Well, this is the last setup of the video I will show. I think you will like it because it has some use to hold and retake. First of all, what you have to do is to come on B side and you will have the wall that needs to cut off this on C. So like this. You will see that it cuts off B this way, it cuts off garage like this, and it cuts off C like this. So it's pretty good if you want to take deep control over C side or just play retake when you have to defuse. And you cut off all the vision from backside and you can even isolate players. So let's say you know someone is in Cubby, you can wall up and play the guy who's in Cubby. But here all they had to do is activate the wall, 2 guys were long spraying and praying to kill the guy defusing. They couldn't hit him and they got full defuse just because of that simple wall of Viper that he did at the start of the round. So yeah, it's pretty cool and it's walls we've never seen before. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty long, around 41 minutes, 40 minutes. It was probably my longest video ever, so I hope you know how much work I've put into this. So a subscribe and a like would mean a lot to me. So thank you guys for watching for that long. I appreciate it more than everything. Anyway, it means you are a true Viper main. And if you did watch that long, be sure to comment Raion, let's say Raion banana. You know what? Something random. That's weird, banana. No, you know what? Let's do Raion banana. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day or night. And I see you soon for a sunset or a breeze guide. Bye bye, guys.